At the University of Nairobi, students balance academics, personal life, and extracurricular activities. Among them, a dedicated group of individuals is not just excelling in their studies, but also making a mark on the volleyball court. This is the story of the University of Nairobi Volleyball Club. The volleyball club is more than just one team. It is a family where students can find support, strength, and resilience. Meet our players and their trainer, who surprisingly is also a student.
I started playing when I was in first year until now that I'm in fourth year. Yes, I play liberal position. In volleyball we have several positions, so I specified in libero. Yes, classes I don't go to my house. I come to the field and train until 7, and then I leave the school compound to my home.
It's the love for the game. Like right now I have my course mates, they're in their rooms, they're studying for the exams, but I'm here because I love the game. That's number one. But then also I know if I'm here 3 hours a day, I'm gonna have to replace that hours with maybe my nighttime hours studying instead of sleeping early. So I'll just push some of my hours, or I'll sleep early and wake up earlier.
Balancing books and sports is not an easy task. For these students, every day tests their endurance and commitment. They juggle demanding academic schedules with a physical grid of training and matches, constantly pushing themselves to excel in both arenas. It's a lifestyle that requires discipline, time management, and a deep love for the game. But for these athletes, the challenge is what makes the journey all the more rewarding. Being a member of the University of Nairobi Volleyball Club has a significant impact on the players' campus experiences. It's not just about the sport, it's about the skills they learn, the friendships they form, and the lessons they learn along the way. The club's emphasis on teamwork is one of its most notable strengths. The players are not just teammates, they form a community that supports one another on and off the field, developing lifelong friendships.
Okay, I'm personally doing this out of passion because the school isn't paying us. So I just love the game. That's why I find myself balancing between my academics, my personal stuffs, and the field work. I normally do morning runs for physical fitness. When it comes to the evening part, we just warm up a little bit and then do the ball work.
Okay, venye nimejoin so far, because I'm in first year, what I've seen among the traditions and the rituals that we have is mostly the bonding pamoja together as the vixens and bees, because we do our training most of the times pamoja, but sometimes when the men have to do their own things on their own, we also have to do the ones on our own. But then it's natural that after the training we come together as a whole team and then we talk and we just bond for the evenings.
Trust among us, friendship among us. Sometimes you just have to build friendship outside the volleyball. Then when you come to the volleyball pitch, it's always easy for you guys to communicate, share one or two things together. Even a friend of a friend, you guys can hang out sometime. Most times that we do find ourselves communicating a lot is when we are going for meals. We always go for meals together. That's where we always build our friendship from.
Being a member of the University of Nairobi Volleyball Club has a significant impact on the players' campus experiences. It's not just about the sport, it's about the skills they learn, the friendships they form, and the lessons they learn along the way. The club's emphasis on teamwork is one of its most notable strengths. The players are not just teammates, they form a community that supports one another on and off the field, developing lifelong friendships.
Once tumeanza training ile sasa tukiwa all of us as a team, huwa we do a lot of loading, especially tunaenda kutrain huko Chiromo kwa stairs ama hapa Graduation Square. Yeah.
Okay, first of all, it starts from their personal level. They love this game, and then make sure that they are friends, such that they can inform one another when to come to the field and what they are going to do. I show them a lot of drills to do so that even if I'm not around, they can just come, do them, and then do the ball work part.
So far, like I've been here, I come from Kisumu, and being here in Nairobi, I didn't know around here that much often. But then being with volleyballers, people who come from Nairobi, and we take walks outside. Sometimes when we're not training, we go out to town, we just walk around. So I'm familiar with some of the streets because of my volleyball friends.
This isn't just about the strength and skill, it's also about nutrition and recovery. For these athletes, taking care of their bodies off the court is just as important as the work they put in on the court.
Yes, hapa in volleyball mostly mtu anakula food yenye anaona inaweza mpea nguvu kivyake. Because definitely ukiingia hapa ni vile unajituma na vile strength yako iko. So venye tu wewe diet yenye unataka hiyo ndo unakula. So long as ukifika ground uko fit kucheza.
Okay, sometimes we do have like morning runs for those people who are always able to wake up early at around 5 a.m. We come to the pitch and do a couple of stuff. Then for instance, if I have a morning class, I will attend, and maybe later on, if we find that a couple of people are free, we come to the pitch to train or have some fun games or even have friendlies. Then our usual routine for the volleyball practice, we always have our practice from 3:30 p.m. to around 7 or 8, depending on the schedule. But in case someone has exams or classes during that time, the person is always pardoned.
In a week, I'd say 15 to 20 hours, because we come here for about 3 hours a day from Monday to Friday. And then for the weekends, we're also together, maybe playing games outside Kusa. We're just here training if there are no Kusa games. But then weekend hours are prolonged. They're not like the weekday hours.
The life of a student athlete is not without its challenges. Managing academics, physical training, and personal life can be overwhelming. But for the members of the volleyball club, these challenges are part of the journey. They embrace each hurdle, knowing it strengthens them not just as athletes, but as individuals.
Allowances from the school. That's one major benefit that we get. Earlier on, we used to get allowances for the Kusa games, but nowadays it's not there anymore. I don't know what happened. So those are some of the benefits that we get. Another thing, we get to build a lot of friendships in this game. I've made a lot of friends personally through volleyball. Since I came here in first year, I have a lot of friends who play volleyball, and that's because I've been there and I haven't quitted ever since I joined.
First of all, if someone has maybe an issue, a burning issue, the person will always try to come out, and when the person comes out, we always come together to work it out. With all the positions in the volleyball pitch, it's always easy to make groups. Basically, we always make groups of both the female and the male based on the position one is playing. So it's always easy for us to make basis of whatever we are going to learn that day.
To these students, the volleyball club is not just a platform for them to play. They also get to interact and build friendships outside the training grounds.